Arizona Cardinals are talking contract extension with Pro Bowl All-Pro safety Budda Baker, who was just a phenom today, leading the team in tackles. I think he leads the NFL in tackles. Bo, what more can you tell us?
Solo tackles as he added 7 more of those today, and 10 total. His season complete total tackles is 142 on the season. He's a couple shy of his career high, which is 147. Should get that maybe in the first drive next week against the Carolina Panthers. But like the James Conner move, I think Budda Baker's proving this potentially to be a savvy move by Monty Ossenfort to keep one of the leaders within the organization. Somebody that was drafted in this organization in the second round in 2017 has done nothing but contribute year in and year out, put his heart and soul into this. And for the team to go from Budda Baker, when this regime took over, requesting a trade, to potentially wanting to stay here, it's just a massive sign that, things are continuing to trend in the right direction for the Cardinals, that good players want to stay here, want to finish their career here potentially, and to potentially see Budda Baker finish it here where it started, it'd be a huge win for Cardinals fans.
Britton Golden, we talked about, during this season, would they let Budda walk? Would they try to go to Taylor Demerson? Jalen Thompson's under contract. As the season has progressed and questions have arose about Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr., the one constant, it feels like, for the entire team outside of the Trey McBrides of the world, it's Budda Baker. And we've got the blurb here from Craig Morgan. Let's show it on the screen. The Arizona Cardinals are talking extension with Budda Baker. Budda had 10 tackles against the Patriots today, and now just 6 tackles shy of breaking a career high set back, I believe, in 2019. So, Britton, how imperative is this to get this done? And number 3 certainly has forced the issue.
No, and I said it earlier, in the year and going forward, always have. Budda is one of those guys that you need on that defense, right? He's since he's got to this organization, when he was a rookie, when I was here playing, you've seen the fire in him. You see how he plays the game. He was a leader when he got here, right? Even as a rookie, you could just see when he got on the field, there was just an aura about him. Out there, he's coming out there to break necks. I'm telling you, he's trying to play this game 100 miles an hour. He wants to be the best guy out on the field and off the field that he can. He's a great human. This is one of those guys that you need in your organization lifetime-wise. His entire career, that you want to see him here, kind of like how you had Fitz here, right? Fitz was that pinnacle the entire time. Nobody wanted to see him leave. I think it's the same thing with Budda, right? And it's well-deserved. I mean, like you said, the stats speak for themselves with Budda, and they've done it year in and year out. So I think it's a good move. Classy move, good move by the organization. I mean, we haven't said that too many times in this organization, but I think it's a great move. I'd love to see Budda stay here and finish his career here.
Bo, it's funny, this team that was thought of as an offensive juggernaut in the preseason being carried by their defense, I tweeted out during the game, Cardinals should just fully embrace heel mode and go defense. Is this a side in that direction? We know the Cardinals have $100 million plus to spend in free agency. We know that they're going to attack pass rusher early and often. With what you've seen from this team, and Nick Rallis now bound to be back next year, barring something unforeseen, could you see a philosophical change on how they win games in 2025?
What would change? I mean, that's how they're winning games right now. I mean, it's right here and now. I mean, they've got a defensive head coach. They've got a rising star defensive coordinator. The personnel is catching up. They've already got guys on most levels right now. You got to shore up the defensive front 7, but you really like what you have as far as your defensive secondary. At the very back end with Budda Baker, I think you like the addition of Rabbit Taylor Demerson. Had another big play today. And, Max Melton and Garrett Williams. I mean, it's a nice little defense that's budding right now. And to keep a guy like Budda in place, it's big. I mean, Johnny, you and I both were 2 guys that just looked at the current state of the NFL, and safety was not a valued position. It's a testament to Budda and his play over the last 2 seasons, especially this past season, to kind of work himself back into an extension. It really is. He's let it speak for itself and kind of made himself undeniable as far as the Cardinals go, and just say, hey, we can't let this guy exit this organization. We can't even let it come close to him hitting the opening market come March.
Yeah, I see a lot of kind of tongue-in-cheek in the chat saying, this isn't breaking news. You bet your ass it is. Monty Ossenfort could have allowed Budda Baker to hit the open market and say, hey, go go get an offer. I'll see if I can match it. And at that point, you didn't feel very good. You wouldn't feel very good about his prospects of returning. Like, the fact that they're negotiating with him tells me this will get done. This will get done before free agency. Like, it's called making it a priority. And Budda Baker, gentlemen, wants to be a priority for the Arizona Cardinals. So, like, I scoff at the people saying this isn't significant news. You're telling me right now a team that's already got a big money contract safety next year under contract in Jalen Thompson, just drafted Taylor Demerson, and their defensive MVP is Budda Baker. Like, re-signing Budda isn't a big deal. Talking to him about an extension, like, come on. Like, they want this out there. They want some good mojo and some press. And kudos for Craig Morgan for getting the scoop, because, Budda Baker, like Larry Fitzgerald, as you mentioned, is a savvy businessman. Like, he doesn't want to be the next, like, Justin Simmons, where he's sitting around in the summer waiting for a deal. He's like, well, I want to play. It's going to mean something to me to be a career Cardinal, have an opportunity not only for the Ring of Honor, but maybe the Hall of Fame. Like, he should be an all-pro player this year. It's going to make his 9th straight Pro Bowl. The Cardinals want to check boxes before getting into free agency. They re-signed James Conner during the season. Now they're poised to do the same thing with Budda Baker. Get your ass out of here if you're saying this isn't breaking news or significant. Like, you wanted to go and have the song and dance show without Budda Baker and free agency. Everybody would have been freaking out about the state of this team losing Budda Baker. Like, I get it. Safety is devalued. Taylor Demerson's going to be a good player. Right now, I think it bears a question. What do you do with Jalen Thompson, who I thought played much better today? Maybe they just, Bo and Britton, they roll with 3 safeties next year. Maybe not, but Budda Baker, like, he has forced the issue. It's James Conner did the same thing. It's like, nobody thought he would survive the Austin Ford era after he had that Keim contract, right? Everybody just assumed, oh, he's going to be a guy that's cut. Nope, it turns out he's the heartbeat of the team. And then Budda Baker, on the flip side, did that defensively. So if you're going into next year and you're like, how are we going to get over the hump and make the playoffs? It is imperative that you have number 6 and number 3 wearing Arizona Cardinal uniforms.
No, I agree. And going back to it, like, what Budda's been able to do this season alone, like this, the way, if you were the GM going out there saying, we'll let you test the market and we'll see if we can match, you're not matching it. Just, I mean, you can say age, this and that, but the way he plays the game of football and how pivotal he is in every aspect of this defense, he's everywhere. They were showing a graphic on the TV about Budda's finding the direction of where the football is going before the play even develops, right? He's there. He's in on every type of tackle. He's in the backfield when he needs to be. Like, the guy is everywhere. So it's one of those, like, yeah, we'll let him test the open market and see if we can match it. If you would have let him test the open market this year, you're not matching it. There's no way you would have enough money to match it. So you got your safety back. You got the guy that runs your defense, that calls your defense, that basically is the leader of your defense. You've got him back. Now you can build defensively, free agency, draft-wise, and try to just bolster this defense in the offseason.